No, and this is the big problem. This is the big threat. This is what Republicans who are trying to play January 6th denialism are counting on, that their rush to radicalism, their rush to extremism, that the tools and the barriers that are supposed to be in place to act as a check and balance to those behaviors, that they won't be able to keep up with what they're trying to do. And they're right. It's not going to. We need to take a very serious look at how we can give Congress and the courts real-time enforcement mechanisms that they can activate immediately. There is a clear and present danger to our democracy. It is coming from the enemy from within, from the Republican Party. It is coming from members of Congress elected to uphold our Constitution, who take that oath, who are turning it against their fellow colleagues. They are literally creating content designed to incite violence and fear and terror against their own colleagues. I mean, you look at what's going on right now, Joy, and I don't know how anybody who works in that building, and I spent the better part of a decade walking the halls of Congress, I don't know how I'd feel if I'm walking down the hall and I see a member of Congress who has made a death threat against me. I see the staff who helped create that piece of video and put it up there for that congressman. I mean, this is insanely dangerous. And anybody who wants to hide behind the ridiculous refrain that, oh, it's just for fun, it's social media, it's not to be taken seriously, January 6th shattered any illusion that the people who consume this, the fans of the Republican Party, the base of the Republican Party, anybody who thinks that it's harmless, January 6th proved that it's not. They treat this stuff like gospel. They see this as their marching orders. They see this as justification to perpetrate terror and violence against people. And is it going to really take someone trying to shoot a member of Congress? Is it going to really take someone trying to murder a member of Congress because that's what their party, their leadership is telling them to do? I mean, that's where this is going to go. I don't think anybody watching right now should be shocked if there is a death threat attempt against a member of Congress at this point.
And here's the thing, is that the only thing that's new about this is that now they're doing it to each other, right? I mean, Kurt, back during the Obama era, it was Democrats who were getting rocks thrown through their windows, who were getting death threats, N-word laced voicemails screaming at them for voting for health care. Right? How dare you vote for health care? Do we have this video of the gauntlet that Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of CBC members, including the great John Lewis, had to walk after voting to give Americans health care, Obamacare, that everyone now loves and doesn't want to let go of? One member was allegedly spat on. This is the same base. Nothing about them has changed, except that now they're willing to direct this kind of viciousness and violence against other Republicans, right up into and including Mike Pence. Hang Mike Pence. Remember that, Kurt? Your thoughts?
I mean, and the thing that I find so remarkable about all of this is the very people, the targets of this violence, Mike Pence himself, still go out there every day trying to cater and pander to them, trying to win their affection and their support. The Republican Party right now is built on an entire group of people that at any other time, in any other place, in any other country, we would call domestic terrorists that support these people. And that's what they're trying to do to America. And, you know, to watch people like Mike Pence and people like Josh Hawley and all of these characters, Matt Gaetz, Marjorie Taylor Greene, continue to drive this insane cycle that's going to only end in violence and tragedy and mayhem, while Kevin McCarthy just sits there, does nothing, while it's up to Nancy Pelosi and congressional Democrats try to hold some semblance of accountability. You know, we need to take a serious look at how we're going to start getting actual accountability in real time, or all of this is just going to fall apart on us.